I was really spoiled by my first camera tripod. The inclusion of a quick release mounting system is a convenience you'll never want to go back from. But there's one problem. There's many types of quick release systems, and retrofitting all your equipment to the same interchangeable quick release system is not easy, or is it cheap. Today we'll actually succeed in not buying it when you can build a quick release tripod mount system for cheaper. This is the only tripod I have, and I like it. What I did notice about this one is the quick release was pretty elegant in what it accomplished, and most significant, its simplicity. I want to recreate not only the mount, but the clip portion too. This way I can expand not only what I can mount my camera to, but I can mount more cameras across all my equipment. And when I say equipment, I mean that loosely. Tools needed here are some calipers and a CAD program you are comfortable with, and eventually a 3D printer. I started by measuring the basic shape of the mounting clip and redrawing it in CAD. The goal here is not to create a new design, but shamelessly copy this tripod mount one-to-one. We need to focus on how the mount works mechanically, since all these have to be interchangeable and compatible with each other. This mount locks the X and Z axis by these 45-degree cleats. These are really more like vice jaws since they move in and out for the quick release clamp. The Y axis is locked by these pegs and the two respective cavities underneath it. The quick release part is a threaded bolt moving in and out of a fixed nut, opening and closing the jaws. The jaws automatically open from what I guess is a spring inside, forcing them apart. I took some liberties when designing this, so everything's as simple as possible. The fixed nut that mechanically holds everything together is just going to be this super common M5 T-slot nut for aluminum extrusion. It'll be a snug press fit, so it just stays in place into the base. For the thumb screw, I'll just use this partially threaded M5 bolt, which is cut to length, so you might need a hacksaw or rotary tool for this. The thumb part of the thumb screw, which makes things easy to turn, is going to be an extra GT2 pulley left over from a previous project. I also have a few shaft end stops that would also work. This thumb screw can really be anything that gives you extra leverage when turning the M5 bolt. To make sure this quick release automatically releases when you open the jaws, I need to add a spring. Now, when the spring is compressed, we need a cavity for it so these jaws close tight against the base, hence the need for this counterbore, and that's really it. With the power of CAD, I did make a few different mounting designs. This one will accept an M6 flathead screw, and this one will accept the standard 1/4-20 hex head bolt. Now that we've made these mounts, let's look at some non-traditional camera mounting ideas. If you need a desktop shot and you don't want to collapse your telescoping tripod every time, let's just bolt on the quick release system we made to this stumpy $15 tripod. I like this stumpy tripod, but all it needs is a quick release to make it great. I'm going to use a female-female 1/4-20 threaded standoff to attach both these parts. This next shot is for filming on your desk, and that can be soldering a PCB like this, or any close assembly of small parts when you need the camera just slightly elevated above your work surface. This monitor stand was for an ultra-wide monitor that was left at the curb. It was broken. The stand is nice since the center is open, and that's going to work really well for our camera applications. We can drill a hole and add a quick release bracket where the monitor attaches. The slight angle that holds the monitor adds some perspective as opposed to a flat top-down shot. Since anything can be a tripod now, we can turn a ride cymbal stand, not a clothes rack, into a tripod. Believe it or not, this costs about the same as the tripod behind the camera. This cymbal stand accepts an M8 thread, so I'll remove the cymbal post and use this M8 bolt to attach the mounting base I modified for an M8 panhead screw. Now we've made another tripod so I can film the other tripod for other shots. And we've come full circle. Now anything can be a tripod. If you have any clever tripod ideas, please post them in the comments below. If you're wondering what's going on here, I had the great idea to use this monitor that supports picture-in-picture with a auxiliary input. So I connected this camera, thanks Dad, to one of the composite inputs, and if you enable picture-in-picture, you can have an interactive moving picture desktop that obscures most of your view on your computer, but you get to watch nature while you're working from home. And thank you for watching.